Thank you, Senator Schumer. Donald Trump promised in his campaign he would reduce costs facing working families on day one. Instead, he's pushing House Republicans to pour more gasoline on our national debt and deficit and inevitably raise costs for borrowing and for all the American people. Moody's has already sounded the alarm on the utter lack of fiscal responsibility in the House reconciliation bill by downgrading our national debt for the first time in over 100 years because the Republican proposal would add so much to our national debt. It increases the debt by over 7% over the next decade. Jobs will fall by more than 800,000. And recent polls show that 90% of Americans are worried about a recession because of this most expensive bill in American history. What are its priorities? Well, it throws something like 13 million Americans off of health care, whether because it gets rid of tax cuts that make the Affordable Care Act affordable, or because it changes the way Medicaid works for our country. That'll impact every single American. Wait times in emergency rooms will go up. The costs will be spread out, and all of us will bear higher health care costs. At the end of the day, I can't think of a faith that teaches that it is good to take away food from hungry children and seniors, to take away access to health care for those who are at the dawn of life or the end of life, and to take those resources and instead give them to those who are already among the wealthiest in our society. Penn Wharton, which has a detailed model of how budget proposals will impact our economy and our country, says the poorest fifth of Americans will lose $1,000 next year if this bill passes, while the top 1% will each get at least $400,000. At the end of the day, all these numbers amount to one thing. The reconciliation bill that the Republicans are trying to send over from the House is a bad deal for America. It's a bad deal for working families. It's not righteous, it's not just, and it's not sustainable. Thank you.